no tripod, so I gotta hang the green screen up from up here, which, you know, it's kind of stupid, but gets the job done. Gets the job done, I suppose. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to From the Pillsbury's Desk. I'm, of course, your host, AJ Pillsbury68. Give me a round of applause, please. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Anyway, today we got a couple of great, good old things to talk about. First off, we got the solar eclipse. I went down to good old Indiana, and we witnessed the total solar eclipse. So today, I will be, as funny as it sounds, rating the solar eclipse. As funny as it sounds, I will be rating the solar eclipse in this video, so that's pretty cool. And, yeah, that's all I had planned for the video, so we're going to have to come up with another little thing to do, or this video is going to be quite short. Which, honestly, it's probably a good idea. I should only talk about one thing, because then it'll get too long. Like last video, I expected that to be like 10 minutes, and it turned out to be like 17. So without further ado, let's get to the great section of Quote of the Day. Now, this Quote of the Day comes from my favorite animated film, Cars, which Cars might be bested soon, because Spy Family Code White is coming out, and boy, did I love Spy Family, which I just realized what the second segment of the video will be, and I will do that. And this video isn't sponsored, but I'm just going to show you the two new figures that I got today of Lloyd and Yor, because, yeah. And I guess I'll also talk about what I expect to be in Spy Family Code White. Let's get to the quote of the day. Oh my goodness, the tripod. The tripod I just smacked the crap out of the tripod. Like I said, this quote comes from Cars the movie, and Mater says this. Right after the courtroom where Mater is McQueen's lawyer, he says this. Hey, I know this might be a bad time right now, but you owe me $32,000 in legal fees. I will be doing impressions for every single one of every single person I quote in the series. I'm going to do an impression of, because it's funny, and yeah. Anyway, it's time to go on to the first segment of the video, which is rating the solar eclipse. I'm also in a very different area. It's every single time. I'm just in a different area as I film one of these videos. I mean, obviously there's this amazing, wonderful office behind me, but yeah, this is a very different area, and I'm kneeling on a couch right now. So, as you might know, I live in the great, wonderful, weather-changing, wildly state of Illinois. And the solar eclipse was supposed to go through Illinois, and we would have seen, and if I stayed in where I am right now, which is the Chicagoland area, I wouldn't have seen the total solar eclipse, though. I would have only seen the partial, which, you know, it's still pretty cool to see the partial one. I mean, I saw the partial as it was going to the total when we went down. But, obviously the total was so much cooler, and the totality was, it was really cool. Yeah, that's, so, I guess I'll tell you, I guess I'll go through the story, because I don't actually have a script for this video. Just like all my other videos, except for some reason, except last time I wrote down pointers that I wanted to address. This time I don't even have that. Okay, anyway, let's get to the actual thing. Alright, so, this was right after my spring break. So, my dad drove us down, took us out of school, drove us way on down to good old Vincennes, Indiana, which, it's spelled like Vincennes, but it's pronounced Vincennes. So, there you go. And it's southwest of Indianapolis. And, it was like about a 5-hour drive down there. And, surprisingly, there were not a lot of people on US 41, which is what we took to go down there. but I assumed that everybody would be going to Indianapolis since that's probably the easiest place to go to get to. Excuse me, to get to see the totality. But we went down to Vincennes, and it was totally worth it. Totally worth like the hour and a half extra drive because there was like barely anybody there. I also went to Fazoli's, which is now my new favorite restaurant. Again, this video is not sponsored. I really liked it though. If you don't know what Fazoli's is, it's essentially this. I think it's pronounced Fazoli's. It's this. I'm Italian, and it's pronounced. I think it's pronounced Fazoli's, but I'm not sure. But I'm Italian, and it is like this Italian fast food restaurant, and it is so freaking good. First of all, I had baked spaghetti and meatballs, which very 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 good. Love it. The meal was good, but honestly, I think the sides were better. First of all, we had these small like things about this big mozzarella balls. I mean, I'm sure you all know what mozzarella balls are. It's pretty obvious on what they are, but they were so good. But to top it all off, the best thing on the menu is what you get with every order, which is a nice big old plate of breadsticks. Which, oh my gosh, if I wanted to tell you these are the best breadsticks I've ever eaten, these are the best breadsticks I've ever eaten. Like you take bread, you'll think of the best bread you've ever eaten. Oh my God, was this so good? This has become a Fazoli's rating thing, not a Solar Eclipse. But okay, yeah. To sum that all up, Fazoli's my new favorite restaurant. Love it so much. Jeez, I really wish there were more in the Chicagoland area, but unfortunately there aren't. But yeah, if you're in the Springfield area, I think there's quite a few down in Springfield. And then there's of course some in Vincent. There's one in Vincennes, Indiana. If you're in town, go on down to Fazoli's. Pretty cool. But yeah, so we were in a park right close around the Fazoli's area, and that is where we viewed the solar eclipse. When we first got there, not even the partial started, so we kind of just meandered around there a little bit, and then the partial started, and the partial took a while to get to the totality. I think it took around 45 minutes or so, which makes sense. The Earth moves pretty slow, so does the moon, but yeah. When the totality hit, though, now that was, oh my goodness, it was so cool. First of all, it just so the sunlight was drastically getting lower because the moon was blocking the sun, and then it just took a dive down right when totality hit. It just dove. It was like nighttime out, and it was pretty friggin' cool. But yeah, everybody started clapping and stuff when the totality started, and I was like, yeah. I mean, you don't really have to clap, but I guess I'll join in, and I clapped too. But it was one of the coolest things I have ever seen. Like, it was unbelievable. Something they were talking about after, I think my dad was talking about it with somebody else that was at the park there. But it was like they were talking about it. It was like the ancient people thought the solar eclipse, when the solar eclipse happened, probably thought the world was ending. And actually, I think it was like they most definitely thought the world was ending because it looks like the sun is being blocked out and the sunlight is all disappearing, and it dropped like 10 degrees outside, and it was really, really cool. It was in totality for about 4 minutes. And, of course, I have a crappy iPhone SE, which is quite old now. So, of course, I couldn't capture many good pictures, but there were quite a few cool pictures that happened there. And there was also, in fact, there were these things called solar flares that happened during the eclipse, which, you couldn't really tell that much, but you could, they were like essentially these little big red dots that kind of happened on the outskirts of the sun and the moon there. But yeah, it was easily one of the coolest things I have ever seen. 5 stars, very much recommend. If there's a solar eclipse in your area, go check it out. But yeah, it was really cool, and I'm so glad I missed a school day for it, because honestly, It's just a normal school day. Nothing interesting was happening, and this solar eclipse won't happen for another 20 years. And yeah, I think it was really cool. It was a very, very good experience. And in 20 years, if it's within 5 hours, I'd go. I'd drive. I'd drive, go see it. Very cool. So, yeah. 5 stars, totally recommend. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for From the Pillsbury's Desk, episode number 3. I know this was kind of like a bunch of different rants about a bunch of different things, and I kind of got very off topic at a few points. But yeah, I really hope you guys all enjoyed. And this was kind of just a video that I wanted to slap together really quickly. It is in the middle of the school week, and when I'm filming this, it is a Tuesday. This is actually the day after the solar eclipse. Yeah, the solar eclipse was yesterday. This is the Tuesday after the solar eclipse. And it's like 8:30 at night, and so I just kind of did this right on a limb, and I was like, yeah, let's film a Pillsbury's Desk video. So yeah, I really didn't have much of a plan coming into this. I just knew I wanted to use that quote, and I wanted to talk about the solar eclipse, and that was pretty much it. So yeah, I thank you guys all for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next Pillsbury's Desk video. So thank you guys all for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next Pillsbury's Desk video. Peace.
Achoo!